You know we're talking all about those animal facts, yeah. Animals, animals, talking all about those animals. Animals, animals, talking all about those animals.
Today on the podcast, we're talking about two things only: animals and the facts that relate to them.
You know we're talking all about those animal facts, yeah. I'm a cat. I'm an emu. I'm a seal. I'm an ostrich. I'm an ostrich. Animal facts, yeah.
Welcome once again back to Animal Facts, where we are always factual and always sensible. We've got some special guests here today. We got James. How you going, man?
Good, thanks, mate. Thanks for having me. I'd love to...
Animal expert.
The day they let me out of Taronga Zoo, I said, I'm telling them all your fucking secrets.
First I said, let me back in, and they said no, and then I said, fine. Speaking of animal facts, we have the mad dog himself.
Yeah, I feel like I've got an unfair advantage in this, being an animal myself.
Yeah, okay.
So our animal for this week is the golden lion tamarin.
Is that a monkey?
It is a monkey.
Yes, yeah.
Oh.
We're off already.
All right. Well, I'm out. See you, fellas.
I'll tell you my fact. And then
right,
you guys can start sharing some of your facts.
Give me a fact.
This is about the breeding sort of habits of the golden lion tamarin. Straight off
sexy time already. Okay, let's get into it.
Straight off the animalfacts.com. Okay, let me just read it straight to you verbatim. Pairs are monogamous with both parents involved in raising the young. On a rare occasion, a male may mate with both a mother and her daughter at the same time. To initiate mating, a male will approach the female and groom her more often than usual, flick his tongue and sniff her.
Yeah, I've seen that video. It's hot.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think there's a whole category of that somewhere on the internet.
Tamarin mating.
Oh, I was going to tell you the fact that I know about the golden tamarin, which is people think the golden refers to its fur, but it's actually about its favourite fuck style. It's the golden shower tamarin.
The little known fact: who can do their best Attenborough here? And it's just like the tamarin will now piss all over his mating partner to prove dominance.
And her daughter.
It sounds like a quiet weekend in the western suburbs.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
You're talking about the Cranebrook Shuffle.
It was a 9 Inch Nails song, wasn't it? I want to fuck you like a tamarin. Something like that. Yeah. They're only tiny monkeys, aren't they? This is based off me walking fucking really boredly past the tamarin enclosure at a zoo.
You see them at those like crappy zoos where it's like, still the same price as a good zoo, but you see they've got wombats and stuff. I live just
up the road from the Shoalhaven Zoo, and the Shoalhaven Zoo has it has magpies in one. It has a fucking plover. They have a plover in one of the things.
Not a plover.
Yeah, the fucking shittest bird of all time. And I've just got, like, straight up, I have I'm going to say it, prejudice against birds, and especially birds that are in a zoo. I think it's the laziest fucking thing you can do as a zoo is put a bird enclosure in.
Like, it feels like you've just dropped a cage over something that was fucking there anyway.
Yeah, exactly. That's right.
It's not a fucking zoo. If you can come and go as you please.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's like it's not a tree enclosure, is it? Like, they just grow. Yeah.
And it's like, sometimes there's animals in there that you're not even actually sure if they're part of the exhibit or they've just wandered in. Lizards are another one.
I'm convinced Shoalhaven Zoo's dingo display are just dogs.
Absolutely.
Yeah. There's no. I don't believe they're dingo. They don't look that dingo-y to me.
I hate when you can feel a zoo is just padding shit out. Like, I want to get to the section where I'm like you get to the tapirs and stuff, and you're like, well, I didn't know that was a fucking animal.
No, what the shit is that?
There's the whole section that's like, it's essentially a goat, but there's a different type of fucked up horn. Let's just have it. Here are 8 different kinds of horns on essentially the same goat.
Yeah, I suppose the criteria really is like, if you can have boring animals, at least let me touch them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bevo's right into petting zoos. It's like his
All right,
thing.
let's get down to the real facts here. So,
Okay, all right.
So the two things that we decide when we're speaking about these animals is what sound do you think the golden lion tamarin would make? Let's start, James. James, what sound do you think the golden lion tamarin makes?
I'll just fuck off. I think that's what.
I did hear that when I was at the zoo.
But it's such a deep voice for such a small monkey.
That's what I think. You know those when you meet that bloke that's like 5-0 but a deep bass. Like I think it's one of those.
Compensating.
Yeah, I'm feeling
Mad Dog.
you.
What do you think the tamarin sounds like? And Chibs.
I can't beat that. Like that's what it sounds like. That's exactly it.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Our other question, this is the deep burning question, is do you think you could fit the golden lion tamarin up your bum?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, easy.
It's small and malleable. I think so.
Definitely, but it says more about me than about the monkey.
That's right.
This is Bevo's classic line. It's you can basically shove anything up your ass as long as you want it more than the other thing.
The other one doesn't want it.
It's the power of will.
It feels like the kind of inspirational poster they used to have on your high school class.
The one where you see the lighthouse keeper with a giant wave coming around it, and then it just says underneath it, it's like you can fit anything up your ass as long as you want it more than they don't want it. Then they don't want it.
Yeah, you got to throw a baboon up there first.
Ryan Beveridge.
You got to throw a baboon up there first to make the tamarin seem, a little bit more.
We have said this before. Some animals, yeah, they might need to be lured in. Like we did the squirrel, and we you might need to put some nuts or something up your ass to lure the squirrel in. But the tamarin, I think, it's a shit little monkey. You can shove it up there without much of a fight at all.
Without a fuss.
Yeah, just spit on it, and shove it up up
He wants to go.
It's just one of those really satisfying noises. You're just gone.
Satisfying.
On that
satisfying
note,
sound.
Thanks for tuning in to another Animal Facts. See you next week for more animals and the facts that they have around them.
Sensible facts. Fuck off. Bye.
You know we're talking all about those animal facts, yeah.
Hi everyone, it's Dan here from 1001 Songs That Make You Want to Die. I'm here today to let you know that our podcast is now available on Patreon. That's right, for as little as $2 a month, you can now support this podcast rather than listen to it for free, effectively stealing the food out of the mouths of our starving children. There's one of them now. So why not join us on Patreon? You get bonus stuff each month, and you can even be a guest on the podcast if you want. Now, doesn't that sound better than making our poor children starve? Oh, kids are great, aren't they? Anyway, on with today's episode.